The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went away quickly from the tomb, fearful yet overjoyed, and ran to announce the news to his disciples. And behold, Jesus met them on their way and greeted them. They approached, embraced his feet, and did him homage. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see me." While they were going, some of the guard went into the city and told the chief priests all that had happened. The chief priests assembled with the elders and took counsel. Then they gave a large sum of money to the soldiers, telling them, "You are to say, his disciples came by night and stole him while we were asleep. And if this gets into the ears of the governor, we will satisfy him and keep you out of trouble." The soldiers took the money and did as they were instructed. And this story has circulated among the Jews to the present day. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Happy Easter po sa ating lahat. Today, my dear brothers and sisters, is Easter Monday. Hindi po sapat ang isang araw. Hindi sapat ang 2 araw o 3 araw sa pagdiriwang ng Pasko ng Pagkabuhay. The Church is giving us 8 days, the octave of Easter, and then in total 50 days of the Easter season, so that we can continue reflecting on the meaning of Easter in our life. Hindi sapat ang isang araw para pagnilayan ng ibig sabihin ng pagkabuhay na muli ng ating Panginoong Jesucristo. It has to be celebrated for the next 50 days, knowing that we have to continue asking the relevant questions. We have to continue asking and reflecting on the meaning of Easter in our life, and we have to continue living Easter in our faith. Ang pagninilay, ang pagtatanong tungkol sa Pasko ng Pagkabuhay, at lalo-lalo na ang pagsasabuhay nito sa ating buhay bilang mga Kristiyano. In the Gospel, we have heard 2 groups of people who knew about the resurrection. The first group is the group of Mary Magdalene and the other Mary, and the other group were the guards who perhaps also have seen the resurrected Christ. The group of Mary Magdalene saw Christ, and according to the Gospel of Matthew, they approached him, they embraced his feet, and did him homage. And then the Lord told them to go to Galilee and tell the other disciples, because I will meet you there. Instructions were given to the group of Mary Magdalene. However, the other group also perhaps was able to encounter the risen Lord, but when they went to the chief priest, they were told to change their story. Baguhin ninyong kwento. Hindi ito yung totoong nangyari. Ang sabihin ninyo, yung katawan niya ay ninakaw. At sumunod nga sila, matapos silang bayaran, sila ay sumunod at yun ang kanilang ipinakalat. Ninakaw ang katawan ng propetang si Jesus o ng taong si Jesus na inilibing. You see, my dear brothers and sisters, 2 groups of people have encountered the Lord. But one group continued to express and circulate wrong information about Him. Ano yung pinagkaiba ng 2 grupong ito? Yung grupo ni Maria Magdalena, meron silang relasyon sa Panginoon. They have a relationship with Christ. They knew who Christ is. They walked with Him. They were listening to His teachings. The group of the soldiers, they were after the money, but they don't have any relationship with Christ, and they easily changed their stories. They abandoned the truth, and they went to spread false details about the resurrection. Samantalang yung mga may relasyon sa Panginoon, kahit bayaran, kahit later on, some of them will be persecuted, some of them will be killed, some of them will be burnt at stake, but because they have this relationship with the Lord, they will never change their story because they know that this is the truth. My dear brothers and sisters, relationship matters. Meron po akong binigyang grupo nung ako estudyante, pa lang, binigyang grupo ng mga estudyante rin ng high school from a public school a certain recollection. So sabi ko, I have to know the recollection participants. So I made parang an information sheet. And in that information sheet, you have to place their name. And I manipulated a bit yung mga dapat nilang sagutan. Ang isang area doon nakalagay, what is your religion? May blanco, lalagyan niyo yung pangalan nila. And on the lower part of it, there was another question, do you have a relationship with Christ? Tapos yes, no, and maybe. Ito po yung nakakatawang detail. Patapos kong makolekta, almost all of them identified with a certain religion. Iba-iba yung relihiyon nila, no? Roman Catholic, Presbyterian, born again, marami po silang. Pero yung sa pangalawang tanong, do you have a relationship with Christ? A lot of them said maybe. Iba pala yung relihiyon sa relasyon sa Diyos. You see, my dear brothers and sisters, we have to ask ourselves, in front of the risen Christ, do we have a religion only? Or are we able to relate with Him? Are we able to see Him for who He really is? Not according to what it was told about Him, not according to the books that we have read, but in our conversation with Him, in our prayer, in our way of life. I believe, my dear brothers and sisters, Easter demands for us to understand the meaning and the purpose of Easter. It demands that we deepen our relationship with Christ. Because without that relationship, we'll just be participating in a religion. We'll just be participating in the devotional practices handed over to us. We'll simply be doing things because that is our practice and that is our tradition. Easter, my dear brothers and sisters, I believe, goes beyond religion. It is an invitation for us to see Christ for who He really is, the risen Son of God. And if we are able to relate ourselves with Him, He will be telling us the same thing that He told the early apostles. Do not be afraid. I have conquered sin and death. I have conquered the world. And you who find yourself still in the darkness of this world, still in the darkness of sin, still afraid of death, do not be afraid, because you will see me and you will know who I am. Kaya nga po hindi sapat yung isang araw para ipagdiwang ang Pasko ng pagkabuhay, sapagkat sa mga susunod na araw, while we are celebrating Easter and beyond Easter, we have to continue asking ourselves, Lord, how can I be intimate with you? How can I be in a deep relationship with you? How can I listen to your words telling me, do not be afraid? That I have to continue sharing your resurrection to others. That in my simple smile, in my simple attitude towards others, in my simple acts of kindness, I can tell the world that indeed you are risen from the dead. You live in my heart, and I am with you, not afraid, but allowing myself to be your disciple, to be your follower. Sa pagpapatuloy po natin ng ating banal na misa, we'll be encountering the risen Lord, no longer in His glorified body, but in the bread and wine that was entrusted to us in this holy sacrament of the Eucharist. He will be uniting Himself with us. May all of us listen to His words telling us, do not be afraid. I have conquered sin and death. And you are beloved, you are forgiven, and you are accepted for who you are. And nothing can separate us from the love of God. Happy Easter, everyone. Please all stand.